Hey everyone, so today I want to talk to you about a TV show that I absolutely adore. Now there are also DVDs for this, and as you see here, they're Harry Hill's TV Burp. So I'll talk about the DVDs on their own in a minute, but just the show itself. Now, if you haven't seen Harry Hill's TV Burp, I'll be quite surprised because I think everybody's seen it. Maybe not everybody likes it, but I think everybody's at least seen it at least once. It's been on for a lot longer than I thought. I started watching it probably about 2007, I think. And then I think it was about 2008 when I started watching basically every episode. But it's been on the go since 2002, which I totally didn't know. It's in its 9th season, which I was like, wow, I couldn't believe that. I think it's like 80 something episodes, which is quite a lot of poking fun at TV. I mean, that's basically what the show is. You've got Harry Hill, obviously that guy there, and he basically sits behind a desk and makes fun of that week's worth of TV. For example, it'll make fun of an actor's thing on Coronation Street, or it'll point out something funny that happened on the bill. Just loads of little things like that. Just basically, obviously it's not Harry who sits and watches TV 24/7 to find these funny clips, because there are a team of writers behind it. But they just go and find everything funny in TV. Kind of like Russell Howard's Good News Now, where he makes fun of things in the news, but with TV. I think that's the only other show that I can give it credit for being like, but it's really, really good. I mean, I would kill to be on a TV show that got poked up, but I know what I'm trying to say, that got, just start against you. I'd love to be on a TV show that gets the fun poked out of it by Harry Hill. That'd be incredible. There's actually an interview on one of the DVDs, I can't remember which one, with cast of Coronation Street, where they're actually saying, we're actually wanting to make things funny so we can have them on Harry Hill. And I think it's kind of like, I don't know what it must feel like to watch Harry Hill and find, oh, there's my scene, and then he makes fun of it. He doesn't do it in a nasty way. He doesn't say, ha ha, look at that, you know. He does it in a light-hearted way. It's not like an evil thing. It's a really good thing. So it's just a lovely, lovely show in general. The concept of it is fantastic. It basically brings everything I love and puts it into one place. You know, Harry Hill's making fun of TV. I love TV, obviously, and then he sort of just brings it all together, you know. And it's also a good way to sort of discover new TV shows as well, because sometimes he does make fun of clips that I've not seen before, shows that I've not even heard of often, and I'm like, oh, well, that looks interesting, I'll go and watch that. So I've actually discovered quite a few new TV loves through the show itself as well, which is really, really great. And now we have somebody to make fun of Harry Hill's TV Burp, Paul Burling. Obviously, if you're keeping up with Britain's Got Talent, you know who Paul Burling is. The impressionist guy. I think it's basically what a lot of people are calling him if they don't know his name. But we'll stick to Paul Burling. Obviously he does a lot of Harry Hill impressions. He does look like Harry Hill, especially when he's got the black suit on and the large collar and things, which is obviously what Harry Hill's famous for. So that is amazing. Now, so we've got Paul Burling to make fun of Harry Hill and Harry Hill to make fun of everything else. So that is just perfect. Now the DVDs itself, we have two of them, like I said, TV Burp Gold and TV Burp Gold 2. Now I'd love to be able to tell you when these were released, but I can't. This one was this Christmas just passed, and this one was the Christmas before that. It was like the DVDs that were released in time for Christmas type thing. So this was 2008. And it's an hour and a half long, so it's basically like all the best bits of Harry Hill from, this one's obviously quite the past, This one has a lot of clips from past seasons and things rather than just the new ones. So there's quite a lot packed into here. Loads of amazing clips. There's a long running one about cataracts, which Thingy from Emmerdale had. I'd love to be able to tell you her name. Viv? Ring a bell? I don't know. I'm not a massive Emmerdale fan. I just catch it every now and then. And then you've got loads of different clips of celebrities just going cataracts. There's like Loose Women, GMTV. Andrew McLean is on for the GMTV bit, and then you've got Jackie Brambles for the Loose Women bit, which is exciting. Loads of different comedians and things, and it just basically brings all the celebrities and all the people I idolise together and going, cataracts. Fantastic, love it. There's also a really good scene with chickens, which I'm not going to tell you about if you want to watch it, but it is perfect. And there's also a really good song about bongos, which you might recognise these clips. I think they've been on the episodes before and things. It's hard to distinguish between what has and what hasn't, since I sort of watch them both quite a lot. But it is definitely really good. And there are just loads and loads of amazing clips in here. Now this one is basically not as many older clips. They're more from the past season or the past few series. So if you've been watching them on TV, I mean, they're repeated quite a lot. You'll find that Harry Hill TV Burp repeats around quite a lot, which is a good thing. They are great repeats, but the thing is, if you watch them, they don't get that. They don't increase with hilarity over time. They just sort of stay the same, and you know what's going to happen, so it's not that good. So a lot of these clips are from the latest series and things, so you know them. They're recent, they're fresh in your mind, and then you go and watch this, and you think, well, that was only on TV a couple of months ago. I still remember that one. But they are still funny all the same. Obviously, you've got the guy who dresses up as Heather from EastEnders. He's in it a lot with his sausage. And the knitted character as well, who's actually one of the newest characters. The knitted character is gorgeous. So a lot of it is about the knitted character as well. But like I said, they're not that brand new clips in this. I think there might be a few from like years ago, I'm not sure. But from what I recognise, they're not new. So if you're wanting to buy one of these, I definitely recommend the first one. It is so much better. Maybe it's because there's more about the shows that I care about in this one than they are in the second one. I'm not sure. But I just find the first one to be a lot more funny than the second. But they are both funny. You will laugh at them. I'm not saying that you're going to sit there thinking, my God, this is boring. It is good. I promise you that. But the first one's just much better. I have to point out that they are both 12s, as you can see down at the bottom there. So they're not for anybody younger. Now, why is this? The first one contains moderate language and drug reference. The second one contains moderate references to sex and drugs. I can't remember that, but obviously it must be true. They wouldn't put it on otherwise. But I can't remember those scenes. But I'm wondering what's in these. There's obviously going to have to have been something in these that isn't on TV, because obviously it's pre-Watershed. It's like not that late at night either, and there's no warning saying this is at 12. You know. There are extras, if I remember rightly, on this one. There's a few unseen bits, and there is on this one as well. Here we go. Okay, I'm all over the place. So here we go. Totally unseen TV Burp, which is like clips that never made it to TV. Exclusive outtakes. The outtakes are hysterical. I would recommend watching them, even if you're not a fan of outtakes. They are amazing. And a single splitting fight, side-splitting fight montage. That's like all the bit where he goes fight, and then they do that. That's really good. And on this one you have Totally Unseen TV Burp and a collection of exclusive outtakes. They are different outtakes to the one, and different unseen clips to the first DVD, so that's fine. As far as buying them goes, you're going to pay around about £10 each. I'm not sure if they're available as a box set now, because I know sometimes when you have like 1, 2 and 3 and that, they get brought together. I'm not sure if they are, but they're about £10 each. Possibly a bit less if you get them second hand, and it's fine if it's in good enough condition, you know, why not? Not sure if they are widely available, like the first one. I know the second one is, because it was only out a few months ago. That's available all over, Asda, HMV, Amazon, things like that. This one is just as easy to get hold of online, and I'm sure it'll be just as easy to get hold of in stores if you look in the right places. Obviously DVD stores are really starting to sort of lessen now. I mean, Zavvi closed, Virgin closed. I can't think of any others, but the really big branch ones are starting to really decrease now. Basically, where I live, the only DVD store you have is HMV. I think that's a really small one, but it's not like well known or anything. And obviously WH Smith, but WH Smith sells nothing nowadays. But basically, if there's a DVD store near you, try it. You might find it cheaper. It's definitely worth getting hold of if you love the show. Obviously, watch the show on TV. It's fantastic. I don't think there's a bad thing about it, really. Even the director's good. The director's Peter Orton, and he also worked on Russell Howard's Good News, which I love, so that's brilliant. The show's won like 3 awards or something. It's won a BAFTA, a Lou Great, something like that. I've not heard of it, and it won the British Comedy Award as well in 2008. So it's done really well. The show is fantastically well received. Harry Hill is a fantastic comedian. The show itself is perfect in every way and definitely worth watching. So look out for it. It's always on repeating things. I'm not sure when the new series starts. I'm assuming there'll be a new series, but who knows. But there has to be. I think that's all I want to say about this. Please feel free to leave comments and things to let me know your thoughts. Maybe you don't like the show. It'd be interesting to find out if there's anybody out there who doesn't like it. But I hope you do. That's all I want to say about that. So I will see you next time. Bye guys.